Hello again, YouTube. This is Truth Man giving you the truth. This is the Green Bay Packers segment. I want to talk a little bit about Jordan Love, and I never doubted him. I'm pretty good. Read a talent. I only got I look. Me being a former cornerback, like a lot of time you can see fear and hunger in the person's eyes. Like the way Jordan Love looked at first, he looked like, man, why they draft me then? Why they don't even believe in me? Like, I don't know if him and Matt LaFleur had a sit down, but the look in his eyes has changed, and like the way Matt LaFleur interacts with him is different now. So I think it's time to move on to Jordan Love. Nothing against Rodgers. Rodgers gave us some great moments, just like Favre. But Favre, his time came. Rodgers. Now it's Jordan Love. And I'm seeing things in Jordan Love that were just as good, if not better, than Aaron Rodgers at this point. Because at this point, like you even heard them saying that this is the same scenario that played out with Brett Favre. And it is. And for some reason, the Packers just keep getting lucky with these quarterbacks. And I think we done got it again. They panic. They listen to people like Stephen A. and all yelling and being all emotional. They should have even been watching that. They drafted Jordan Love for a reason, because Rodgers was being wishy-washy about wanting to play for other teams and retire and so on and so forth. But now we saw Jordan Love literally dismantle the same defense that Aaron Rodgers, whatever he had going, he wasn't dismantling. He threw 2 interceptions. Y'all know what I'm saying? So he wasn't dismantling. Jordan Love came down and scored every time he touched the ball. Like every series, he scored on that same defense. The defense is supposed to be so good. He kept scoring on it. And really, Cobb, that was Cobb, I believe, dropped a touchdown pass that could have really put us in a better position to win the game. Right in his hands. So, and you could tell Jordan Love was looking like, man, is he doing that because Rodgers, he friends with Rodgers? Because that stuff do come into play with football sometimes. But here's another thing I noticed, that Jordan Love's teammates respect him a whole lot more now. Because the Eagles, man, let's be honest, like that ain't that's like the best team in the league. And Jordan Love came in and made them look like they wasn't nothing. I'm telling you, it's time. Like, they still can get some good draft picks for Rodgers in the offseason. I would say that the Packers should just sit Rodgers. He hurt anyway. He gonna keep limping around every time he incomplete a pass. And it's Jordan Love time, man. I mean, it happened with Mikowski and Favre. It happened with Favre and Rodgers. And now it's happening again. I mean, just let it play out. Let him play the rest of the season. Take the attitude. Tell him, don't try to lose. Try to win. And if you win, we'll just work with whatever draft picks we get. And then in the offseason, they need to trade Rodgers, even if they have to pay some of his contract. They need to trade Rodgers. And I'm telling you, tell Jordan Love, this is your job. Don't draft no quarterbacks this year. Give him 2 years to show what he could do. And if he fails, then you draft a quarterback and let him battle for that spot. Don't bring in no veteran quarterbacks. Just deal with Jordan Love. Like, deal with Jordan Love. Give him the job. Tell him it's his job to lose. So on and so forth. And be done with it. Because Allen Lazard, all of a sudden he catching passes. It seemed like Rodgers wasn't even throwing to him. Then you had Christian Watson, who is a phenom. He gonna be something, man. That dude is gonna be something. Like, I think he gonna be along the lines of Jefferson. Like, I think Watson is gonna be that good. He always open. That's one of the signs of a good receiver. When they always open, like Watson is almost always open. Like, that remind me of Jefferson on the Vikings. So you got Dobbs. Dobbs is good. Like, we want to keep Dobbs. That's your young receiving core. Lazard, Dobbs, Christian Watson, and get one more. Like, trade Rodgers. Try to get some picks, high picks, first, second, third. I would go for first, second. Because, it's teams that could use Rodgers. Like, I wouldn't want to trade him to the Saints. But, I would trade him to the Steelers, somewhere he wants to go. They still has draft picks, and they're going to have some high draft picks. Trade him to the Steelers for a first and second. Tell them, give us your first and second. You can have Rodgers right now. That's all they need because, they quarterback, he going to be good, but he not ready yet. Like, he probably need a year or two. And that's where Rodgers lived. Rodgers retired, with the Steelers. 2 years or something like that. Colts, they don't want Matt Ryan. They like a quarterback away from being a difference maker in the AFC. But as far as the Packers, it's Jordan Love time. It's Jordan Love time. Like, it ain't time. They listen to Steven, how did you trade the Hall of Fame? Listen, man, they should have traded him, man. When they saw Adams wasn't coming back, they should have traded Rodgers too. Why would you give him $50 million? When you could have just been under the cap, you get him gone, be under the cap in a couple years, and now, like in a couple years, when them players pan out, you could throw that money to them, like Christian Watson, and then even you could have got like a defensive stud linebacker or lineman. Y'all see what happened when we got Julius Peppers. Y'all see what happened when we got Reggie White. You got to keep that cap in order. You trying to plead. That's what's going to possibly hurt Kansas City too. You got to think about that. Like, Kansas City, as long as they like keep the best of the best on their team and revolve that team around Mahomes. But when you have like a quarterback and you give them all that money, you better hope those other players pan out, your draft pick, stuff like that, because you're going to be strapped for cash. So it's looking like it might happen with the Rams. Like, it's really not Stafford's fault. They act like they can't stop nobody. But it's happening with the Rams. It'll happen to the Packers too. $50 million a year, you're going to have a hard time getting anybody already to come play in Lambeau Field, frozen tundra. So you want to rebuild and hope that those players will stay. Like you want to have a cap room if Jordan Love keep playing like he did last night to sign him to a big contract. And then you still want to be able to sign Watson because I'm telling you, man, Watson, he always open. And that's one of the best. I play defensive back. When you dealing with a receiver that's always open or know how to get open, that's going to be a problem for defense. They're going to have to answer for him on the field. Like, they're going to have to see where he at all times. And sometimes they might have to audible out of their defense. When you got a receiver that's always getting open like that. You might have to have your best cornerback shadow him. So Rodgers, man, it's been great, man. I got a video where I thought he was going to the Steelers last year, but it might be next year. He might still go to the Steelers. But that's all I wanted to talk about. Shout out to Jordan Love, man. I always knew. Look at my videos. You already know that I believe I know talent when I see it, man. All they got to really do Just give you a chance. And make sure that line is in order. You know, where they gonna actually block for you. Because that's what Trevor Lawrence, man. Trevor Lawrence is good, but it's like he be running for his life. You know? And they finally start blocking for him, and look what he did. But yeah, this was the Packers segment. Y'all know we the All Subjects channel. And y'all know we gonna turn this channel into a real channel where we got scheduled shows this all on the same channel. That's what I want to do with my channel. But I don't want to talk too much because you know you got these bigger YouTubers on troll accounts copying those smaller YouTubers that they think ain't nobody watching. They watching me. And I want to say to my No Matrix people, if y'all watching somebody else's video and y'all see catchphrases that you know I invented, man, hop on their heels for me. Or come tell me and I'll hop on their hill. Nobody's excluded, man, whether I respect you or not. If you not acknowledging stuff that you know you got from me, I'm hopping on your heels. And you can make videos about me. That's fine, because I'll come right back. Or I'll just say thank you, because that's going to put me up there. But thanks for watching. Keep tuning in for more videos.